Oftentimes people ask me, what is an appraisal? What is the point of an appraisal? And why would somebody need an appraisal contingency? Hi, my name is Joe Poliak, local San Francisco Bay Area real estate agent with Rise Homes. Thank you for joining me, and let's jump right in. These are some common questions that are asked to me by both buyers and sellers. So what is an appraisal? Generally speaking, in our business, when we're referring to an appraisal being done, we're referring to when a buyer has made an offer on a home, that offer is accepted, then the lender orders an appraisal to be done to make sure that the property is really worth what was offered for it. Lender uses this appraisal, the underwriting team at the lender uses this appraisal to just make sure it is worth what it is, and that's one extra box that they check off to make sure that they give you a loan that they're not making a mistake on or something like that. A question that a seller might ask me is, hold on a second, why are they getting an appraisal since they removed their appraisal contingency? They removed their appraisal contingency in the offer because they're saying we don't really care what happens in the appraisal, whether it comes back below value or not, because we'll cover that difference. But we still need the appraisal to be able to get a loan. If you made an offer for $1 million and then the property appraises for $950,000 and the lender basically says, okay, well, we'll give you a loan for $950,000 purchase price, but you have to come up with that $50,000 difference yourself with cash. If you remove the appraisal contingency, you basically just have to eat that and go ahead and move forward with that. But for the seller's information, even if somebody has removed an appraisal contingency, that doesn't necessarily mean that they're not getting an appraisal unless they're buying the house all cash. So usually the process for an appraisal is as follows. We make an offer is accepted, and then we send the ratified contract to the lender and the underwriting team. And usually the first thing we want them to do is order that appraisal, preferably even on a rush, because sometimes there are delays, and if we get an appraisal back too late, that could cause a delay in close of escrow and create bigger problems than we anticipated. So generally speaking, we want that appraisal done, ordered, and done and completed as soon as possible. If you like this video so far, please let me know by hitting the subscribe button. I appreciate it. The appraisal is ordered by the lender through a third-party service. I believe that after the 2008 financial crisis, they created separation so that lenders and appraisals could not communicate directly, so the appraisers are not unduly influenced by the lender or the realtor, for that matter, in order to make sure the property appraises at the value that was offered. So the appraisal should be an objective third-party valuation of the property. Oftentimes appraisals will call me or will call either the buyer's agent if I'm representing the buyer or the listing agent, and they will request access to the property. They'll come into the property. Usually they spend maybe 10, 15, 20, maximum 30 minutes at the property doing some measurements, taking some pictures, walking through, taking some notes. Then they go back to the office or wherever they're working, and they will start reviewing the comparable sales data and start analyzing everything and put together a appraisal report for the lender and the buyer. Oftentimes this whole process maybe takes 1 or 2 weeks, just about a week to get the appraisal scheduled and have the person come out, and maybe 2 to 7 days to actually get the report back. It depends how busy the appraisal is. Have you ever had any issues when you were buying or selling a property with the appraisal? If you have, drop some comments, maybe give me some ideas for other video topics that I can do in the future, or share with some of the other viewers some things to watch out for if they're going through buying or selling a property, and some things that they need to keep in mind. That's all for today. Thank you for sticking around, and I hope you learned something new today. If you did, follow or subscribe to where you're watching this video, and I'll see you on the next one.